They've led us into a trap. Brace for impact.
Awesome. How have things been with you, man?
They've been good, dude. They've been good. Just continuing on, you know. Nothing too different or crazy. I'm going to Florida. Go fish. I'm going shark fishing again at the end of February.
Oh wow. Okay.
Super stoked for that.
Yeah, that's exciting. Are you gonna fly there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's far too much driving for me to ever consider.
Yeah, I imagine that'd be quite a drive. So what do you do with your fishing? Like, do you like hire
Take
a
a
boat
picture.
out?
Take a picture, send them on their way. I've never killed a shark that I've caught.
Oh yeah, but
Is that what
like,
you mean?
with a boat and everything like that, do you organize
yeah.
like hire one beforehand, like schedule it?
Yeah, I have. So the one where I caught the hammerhead, that was the first time I ever went on that fishing charter. But he's one of the most well-renowned shark charter captains in the entire U.S.
Oh, okay.
So I had full faith going in there, you know. But then the other one, so that was in Miami. But then if you go like an hour and a half south of Miami, it's called the Florida Keys, and it's basically like, I would compare it very closely to like the U.S. Virgin Islands or like the Bahamas, or like that kind of atmosphere. It's very island life, island time.
Okay.
You know, everything is very.
Got an island feel about it.
It's not like Miami. It's not a big city. It's just very like islandy. Everything's very small and quaint, and you know, things of that nature, and just beaches everywhere, great fishing all around. So the coolest part is that, like, if you drive 20 minutes to your right, you have the Gulf of Mexico. If you drive 20 minutes to your left, you have the Atlantic Ocean. You're surrounded by two huge bodies of water, and because it's a peninsula.
Right.
So in the Keys, that's where my family has always gone on vacation when I was growing up, and it was on one of those vacations later in life that, or I guess later in my young adulthood, where I was on a fishing charter with a very specific charter that's down in the Keys. Very mom and pop shop, very cheap, but like really good people, really good captains. I get along with them well. I'm friends with them on Facebook. We talk, you know, like it's I love the charter company, and so I was fishing with them when I accidentally caught my first shark.
Accidentally? Wow.
Yeah, I was fishing for grouper, and I caught a 6.5 foot nurse shark. And
that's how it all started?
That was the, I mean, consider that being like fucking, that's when Spider-Man got bit by the fucking spider right there.
You got bit by the shark bug.
Yeah, got shark bit. So we are going down to the Keys this time. So it's the first time in like 5 years that I've been able to go back on the charter that caught me my first shark, and they actually caught me my first 9 sharks. I caught that first one on accident, and then once I caught that one, that was on like a reef and wreck fishing charter. So like, you're not specifically targeting sharks. You're on a shipwreck that has, you know, obviously you know about that shit. So there's a lot of marine life around the shipwreck. So you're fishing, you know, bottom dropping, right, to get your bait all the way to the bottom, 60 feet deep or so. And so you're not really supposed to catch sharks. You're not set up with gear to catch sharks. Like, none of the equipment is there that you put on once you get a shark on the line. Like, they weren't really prepared, which is really what added to the adrenaline of that first fight. And but then they offer at 9 o'clock p.m. you could go on a shark charter, and you have to pay $300, but you get the whole boat for $300. So if one person pays $300, they could go on it by themselves. If you have one other person with you, you pay $150 each. You could both go out on it. You know, you rent the boat for $300, but like with a captain.
Wow.
So like the captain, the bait, the whole 9 yards. So like they take you out for $300, and the way I like to do it is just me and my sister. She pays basically $150 to watch,
Okay.
and I pay $150 to grab the line because she loves being my camera woman. She's got a bunch of we got a bunch of great footage from the first 9 sharks I caught, and so yeah, we're finally going with my whole family, my sister, her husband, which like my girlfriend and I and my sister and her husband started dating like within a couple months of each other. So we've been we're
doing those
my
kind of trips
girlfriend and I
together for
are
a while.
like 4.5 years, and
Wow.
my sister and her husband are like a little closer to 5. But my girlfriend and my sister's fiance, neither of them have either been to the Keys with our family and like the places that we cherish, the fishing charter that I always talk about and all that stuff. So it's like a big occasion. My sister has 2 little girls now, so like adding that element is so exciting for our family, and it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah,
Great
well,
time.
that's huge then, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited
I'm
for you.
just fingers crossed and praying to Poseidon, baby. Give me a fucking bull shark. No, not a bull shark. Give me I mean a tiger. The tiger is the last one on my bucket list. When I caught that first one, I started doing all my research and like finding out where to fish for sharks, what's the best shark to fish, like all this, like, you know, learning a bunch about sharks because I didn't know much about them before. And once I did some research, I came up with a bucket list of 3 species of shark that I wanted to catch more than any other species. That was a bull shark, a hammerhead shark, and a tiger shark. I caught the bull, I caught the hammer. And that hammer was so fucking big. The bull was big, the hammer was bigger. I wanted so badly to have the tiger be bigger than the hammer, but if I hook into like 1,000-pound tiger on this fishing charter that I'm about to go on, I'm fucked. There's not a chance. If I catch a tiger the size that I caught that fucking hammer in the boat that I'm about to be on with the equipment I have, I'm donezo. Not a chance, man. Oh my goodness.
You just wouldn't be able to handle it.
I caught that. Now, the bull shark. Interesting little fact: the bull shark has the second highest testosterone per pound in the entire animal kingdom, second only to the black rhino.
Oh yeah.
And so that bull shark is the biggest shark that I've caught while I was fishing on these charters. 7.5 feet, probably 350 pounds, maybe 400. But all I have is a rope tied around my waist with a little mini PVC gasket in the middle of the rope that you put the butt of the reel into, and then it's just all forearms and chest and fucking all upper body. Like that's the and you drop the anchor is tied to a buoy, and when you get on a big shark, they just throw the fucking anchor line overboard and you go and find the buoy later. And you just let the shark take the boat because it's only a 20-foot like skiff. It's not a big boat.
Yeah.
And so when I caught that bull shark, that thing pulled us 2 miles away from our buoy, and all 2 miles of that was on my shoulders and forearms. Like it's pulling me.
It's a workout.
Like my forearms are holding that boat and pulling on the shark. Like I'm supporting the weight of both things on the end of that line. You know what I mean?
God damn.
That was absolutely gassing. It only took like 25 minutes to fight that thing, and I couldn't not have gone 26. Like I was absolutely spent. But with the hammer, it took me an hour and a half, but I was in a chair where all the weight was on the chair and the motion of the ocean did the pulling for me. I would just like a 5-foot wave would roll under us, the boat would go up, it would pull on the line, so it pulled on the shark, and then when the wave went down, you reel as fast as you can to gain that traction from the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. Okay.
So it was super easy. I fought it for an hour and a half. I could have gone 4 hours.
Jeez.
But if I were to catch that hammerhead in the boat that I caught the bull shark in, that is an entirely different equation.